Hi, and welcome back to Reconnected, your home for everything strategy, innovation, and entrepreneurship. I'm Toko Musiani, the lead strategist here at Reconnected Africa. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some specific lessons that I've learned from working with some of Africa, Asia, and Europe's best C-suite executives, millionaires, entrepreneurs, and just savvy-minded people. So, if you're serious about getting into those circles, this video is for you. Lesson number one, it's not about what you know, it's about how you frame it. The biggest misconception that people have is that top executives are looking for the perfect person. And that's not the case. Nobody's perfect. We're all human beings, we're flawed. You can be an expert in your field or an expert in your craft, but not know how to explain it in a way that is impactful, productive, and collaborative. If you can summarize points, explain complexities, and help top executives maneuver through regulations in each field by just being able to explain it to them, you are so valuable. You know, it's like having a Glock in your hip. The ghetto! Because these leaders value clarity at any point. They understand how confusion and gaps of understanding are more dangerous in business than a lot of other things. Lesson number two, character is non-negotiable. We really tend to easily forgive bad character traits in people when we're younger because we don't have as much at stake. But as you grow older and you learn how certain habits of how people socialize, how people express their emotions, things like the loyalty that they display, the commitment that they offer, and just the contribution that they make in your space, your personal character is just as important as your professional expertise. I know some executives who stepped out of long-standing investments and projects because their business partners revealed sides to them of being alcoholics or cheaters or just a general mess in their personal life. Ugh. Brother, ugh. And although they didn't end the friendship, they immediately ended the business venture because it is impossible to separate those worlds. So if you can prove yourself as a person of character and also show that you are willing to work and learn and grow, that is a key that opens all doors, honestly. It is so much more important to be surrounded by people with integrity that you can trust than it is to be surrounded by rich people. Lesson number three, value over degrees. It's a tricky conversation when we get into the conversation about university degrees. They have value and it is important to be educated, but the higher you climb up the ladder, the less important it becomes of how and where you gain that education. It's a age-old saying that rich people don't go to school for the education, they go there for the network, and they gain their education through experience by working in the family business and things like that. So to them, they don't really care if you graduated cum laude or Ivy League. Like, yes, that is impressive, and it shows that you are a hard worker and maybe a smart thinker. But most people, especially in C-suite positions, cares more about practical experience than theoretical knowledge. I have seen so many people who are not qualified be promoted in-house, be brought in as consultants, be hired from recruitment processes just because they have the most practical experience in solving the specific problem that that business needs to be solved at that time. Do the portfolio work, do the passion projects, do the DIY stuff in your free time, because that compounds the value of your degree versus a degree alone is just acknowledgement of theoretical knowledge and time spent learning it. But degrees are no longer the key into the room. You need to be impactful in application, if that makes sense. Lesson number 4, the power of a strong pitch and passion project. Okay, I know it's hard in this economy to encourage people to do work without pay, but I am here to encourage you to do work without pay. But not for someone else, for yourself. There is so much power in a strong pitch and a successful passion project. If done correctly, you can create a very strong stepping stone for your career. You can catapult yourself and skip the line past a lot of your competitors. High net worth individuals and decision makers are very attracted to people who aren't in it just for the money. You know, you need to show that you're in it for the impact, you're in it for the creativity, you're in it for the innovation, so that they can feel like you are someone of value that can be included in their greater plans. There are so many examples of people who have used their passion projects to open doors that nobody thought were even possible to open. I think this discussion is most common in more creative career circles, where people can go from being a YouTuber and showing their skill of storytelling and production design and editing and script writing through their YouTube videos, eventually getting into the space of creating shows for large broadcasting channels. That is possible in any industry. I've known people here from Afike in health, social work, law, those industries, and they started passion projects in their community where they were either teaching people skills or documenting some type of movement or helping educate people on certain things. They were able to take that and pitch it to other people in other communities. They were able to collaborate and even get hired by other law firms and health companies in different countries because of the passion project being applicable, because of the pitch being convincing. But you cannot have a successful passion project and pitch without putting a lot of time and energy and money into it. But just know it is a very valuable investment, and your career will thank you for it later. Lesson number 5, femininity is a superpower. Okay, let me talk straight to the women here. Okay, you don't have to wear an unflattering blazer to be taken seriously in business. When I first started working in business, although there is a lot of initiatives about diversifying workplaces, empowering women, and hiring more women, the more you move up the C-suite, the more of a boys' club it is. So I understand that it is very easy when you're in that space for you to think that, okay, in order for me to be respected and accepted here, I need to dim down my femininity. Hence, then the girlies are just in shoulder pads and pinstripes. And to me, the most powerful women that I've ever seen or worked with or worked for or have had as clients have been undeniably feminine. They wear flowy dresses. They get their hair done. They do their nails. They smell like an apple. Regardless of how high they are in the leadership ranking, I've seen women who use their femininity as a superpower, because on the one side, the presentation of femininity is very disarming. But on the other hand, femininity is fierce. Basadi habatse nonsense. Women don't take nonsense. We advocate for, we protect, we lead and support whoever's leading. And when you translate that into business, that means a woman that fiercely protects her profits, her employees' interests, her supply chain, the quality of her product, and the overall integrity of what she's building. So I encourage the girlies to fully embrace their femininity a bit and really enjoy it more. Enjoy it. The last lesson for this video will be the myth of laziness among the wealth. I grew up with the stereotype that rich people are lazy. So, excuse me? until I started working with actual millionaires and billionaires from around the world. And I really did start realizing that the only rich people that can be lazy is the kids. To be able to inherit something, keep its value, grow its value, transfer it to the next generation in a better state than what you inherited it in is painstaking work. It takes decades and generations of strategic thinking, of succession planning, of diversifying portfolios. It is, whew. So when you see those yachts and those acres and acres of land, start thinking in the hours that it will take you, not only to make the money to buy it, but how many hours will it take your children and your children's children to maintain it? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that fun little video. Let me know if you have any other lessons that you have learned working for an obscenely wealthy person. Please do visit read-connected.co and let us know how we can help you.